What up, guys? It's your boy John Mike, and I just released my signature scene pack for the Roland V-Stage. And in this video, I'm just going to play through some of these patches so you guys can see what comes with. This is 15 scenes that are laid out on the V-Stage, which you guys can load up instantly and just kind of get to work. So this first patch is called Dark Funk Bass. So this scene is called Warm Keys Layer. Now, dope thing about this layer is it also has like a pad and string layer added in for like nice worship stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then you can add in strings as well. And it's just your classic layer that you can use for like maybe a ballad, or if you're into the church scene, worship kind of type vibe like that. So I call this scene Sky Worship because it's using this bright sky piano that I like. But it's also got an EP layer and a couple of pads. So beautiful stuff for like ballads and worship. So this patch, I call it Praise and Worship, and I'm gonna show you why. So just by turning the mod wheel, so the bells are split up here, but when you get down here, there's no bells. But it's a nice pad that can be triggered back into a brass synth brass. Because you never know when something's going to shift inside of a church service or what have you, and you want to be prepared for those moments. So having it mapped, having a pad layer mapped to the mod wheel allows you to kind of shift really quick. This patch is called Octave EP Layer, and it's simply just a piano and an EP put together. So I call this patch Something Peculiar because it kind of calls into my sound design, plugin design roots, and all those things like that. Now, here's another favorite patch of mine. It's called Soft Meditation, and you can kind of get the vibe of this one. So nice piano layer, but it also has some interesting stuff in it because you have the woody FM glow in there, which is nice. But what's funky is I actually added in a Piz string to add some attack to the piano. So you end up with this when you put it all together. I call this one Intimate Upright. Here's another one that calls into my like sound design bag. It's called Weird Aux Glide. So this one's called Ghost Lead, and it's a lead synth. And it's something that'll definitely cut in the mix. But I call it Ghost Lead because when I was designing it and put it together, it kind of reminded me of Ghostbusters. You know what I mean? That whole you know what I'm saying? So that's where I got the name Ghost Lead from. So this one's called Dreamscape Piano. And this one's versatile because it can kind of lend itself to a lot of different things because this is kind of more of an abstract kind of vibe because this really showcases the shimmer reverb that's built into it. So it could lend to some really good soundscapes. So it's definitely one of my favorite scenes. All right, here's another lead for you guys. This one's called Lead Them. Here's another like of my gospel patches. This one's called Classic Gospel. Now this one has the classic piano. You also have your SA piano in here. You know what I'm saying? For that classic kind of vibe, blended with the piano. But we also added in the J-pop brass. But if you just want to use worship, you got pad. So this is a good scene for that kind of stuff to where you can really capitalize on that stuff. This one's called Big Mono Bass. So good for like key bass stuff. Maybe you want to play key bass on a second board or something like that. This would be the perfect one for that. The last patch is one that I took some detail and really spent a lot of time on because one of the things about the V-Stage that a lot of people don't like is the organ section of this board. I took out the time to make a better organ and I tweaked it a little bit to my taste to kind of make it feel a little bit less digital and a little bit more kind of authentic. And you guys can be the judge of that. So So that is my signature scene pack for the V-Stage. I went through all the sounds. Make sure that you guys check it out. The link is down in the description, also in the pinned comment down below. So make sure you guys check it out. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and do all those things that you do on the YouTube video. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. I'm out. Holla at your boy.